Hello everyone, welcome to Gate Academy. In this session we are going to see what is inside the control panel of a single phase submersible pump, and we are going to relate its concept with our induction motor. So here we are having a control panel of single phase submersible pump in which there is a ammeter, voltmeter, a indicator which shows whether motor is on or off. There is a push button and a switch, that is MCB, that is single pole MCB, and it is written over here an instruction that to start the pump press push button for 2 seconds. It is written over here. Okay, so now there are two terminals from the supply, phase and neutral, and 3 terminals should be provided to motor R, Y, B. If it is a single phase submersible pump, then why should 3 terminals are provided to single phase submersible pump? It should be 3 phase motor if 3 terminals are provided. No. In single phase induction motor, 3 terminals are provided. These 3 terminals. In single phase induction motor, there is a main winding, auxiliary winding. So one terminal of main winding is provided, one terminal of auxiliary winding is provided, and another terminal which is a junction of main winding and auxiliary winding which is made inside the motor is provided outside. So 3 terminals, that is one of the main winding, second one is of the auxiliary winding, and the third one is the junction of main winding and auxiliary winding terminal which is made inside the motor is provided outside. These 3 terminals are connected to the control panel. Now let's see what is inside the control panel. We know that the ammeter is connected in series with the supply to check whether what is the load current it draws from the supply. Voltmeter is used, it is connected in parallel to the supply to check the voltage. In this control panel, 2 capacitors are provided. First capacitor, that is of 50 microfarad. Another capacitor is of 200 microfarad or 250 microfarad. This 200 large value capacitor is connected through the blue wire, and this blue wire is connected through the push button. This push button. Okay, let's see why it is connected to the push button and why they are saying that the push button should be only closed for 2 seconds. Let's see that in the concept. In capacitor start and run induction motor, there are 2 value capacitors are used. One is capacitor run induction motor. Capacitor run, that is always connected to the induction motor and it provides starting torque as well as improve the running power factor. Whereas the capacitor start is a capacitor of higher value but short duty. That means it should not be connected for a long period. So a centrifugal switch, which we generally learn in our theory, that is a centrifugal switch is connected, should be connected in the series with the CS. So at starting with the help of the centrifugal switch, the capacitor start should be connected so that it provides high starting torque. When main winding plus auxiliary winding plus CS plus CR, that is capacitor start and capacitor run capacitor are connected, a large starting torque is provided. After some time, as CS, that is a capacitor start which is of higher value but short duty, it should be disconnected from the supply. With the help of the centrifugal switch, it is disconnected after some time when the speed is closer to 70 to 75% of the synchronous speed. After that, only main winding, auxiliary winding and capacitor run is connected. So the characteristic shifted from this to this. But centrifugal switch is connected in the motor and which is costly. So in this we are using push button instead of centrifugal switch. This is a NO push button. NO push button is normally open. So this switch is normally open. At starting, when we want to start the motor, we close this, we push this button, due to which at starting for 2 seconds when we push the button, so at starting capacitor start is connected with the capacitor run in parallel to the capacitor run, which provided high starting torque at the starting time. After some time, that is after 2 seconds, when you remove your finger from the push button, this start capacitor is disconnected from the supply. After that, the characteristic shifted towards the main winding, auxiliary winding in capacitor run. So in this, the cost of the NO push button is less in comparison to the centrifugal switch, as well as less maintenance. In this control panel, if you are not pushing the NO switch, still the induction motor started. Why so? Because due to presence of capacitor run, that is a capacitor run which is of low value, that does not provide the high starting torque, but it provides a small starting torque. That's why if you are not pushing the button and if you on the MCB switch, it still starts with the help of CR, It is good if you push the CS button, that it provides a high starting torque. That is the capacitor start and run induction motor. Thank you.